anyone thinks they will have difficulty negotiating the step or walking across the stage, please let the ushers know now. Thank you for your attention during that demonstration. We will now start the formal proceedings. Just before the procession enters the auditorium, there are a few domestic arrangements that I would like to run through with you. Firstly, in the case of an emergency, and should an evacuation of the building be necessary, you are asked to leave in an orderly fashion by the nearest available exit. Ushers will guide you to the appropriate exit. Please do not re-enter the building until you are told it is safe to do so. Smoking is not permitted in the auditorium, and you are also asked to kindly turn off all mobile phones for the duration of the ceremony. Photography and the use of video cameras during the ceremony is allowed. All we would ask, however, is that when using cameras and video recorders, you remain in your place and please do not stand in the aisle. This is requested in order to comply with fire safety regulations. It is expected that the ceremony will last for approximately 60 to 90 minutes. At the close of the ceremony, you will be asked to stand whilst the procession leaves the auditorium. The graduates will follow the procession. Guests, please remain in your places during this time. Finally, as a courtesy to all those present, we would be most grateful if you could remain in your seats for the duration of the ceremony. Please do not leave the auditorium during the ceremony unless it is absolutely necessary. The finalists will be presented singly, and you can find the finalist name in the centre of the graduation booklet. We hope that you all have a most enjoyable afternoon. Please stand for the ceremonial procession.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please do be seated. Graduates, award winners, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon Walford. I chair the board of the university, and it's a very great privilege to be Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon's proceedings, the conferment of awards for the Institute of Public Health, Social Work and Care. Particularly pleased to acknowledge the graduates sitting down in the dock, whose moment it is today. We very much want you to enjoy the celebration, and we're delighted to be able to join in with you. Seated behind me are members of the academic staff, invited guests, and guests of the university community. The ceremony will begin with the awarding of an honorary degree, and then we go on to the presentation of graduates. Each one will be called to the stage to be presented to the Vice-chancellor, Professor Jeff Lair, here on my right, and the Dean of the Faculty, Dr. Alex Hopkins, here on my left. And special mention will be made of any prizes or academic distinctions. We want you to join in applauding the achievements of each student as they become a graduate of the University of Wolverhampton. And I'm going to now ask the Vice-chancellor, Professor Jeff Hare, to address us.
Honoured guests, ladies, gentlemen, graduates, welcome to this University of Wolverhampton graduation ceremony. It's a great privilege to welcome you. It's a great privilege to see you here today to celebrate on this particularly special occasion. The university holds 30 graduation ceremonies a year around the world, most of them here in Wolverhampton, and we graduate 7,000 students every year. That's the nature of the ambition for higher education that we are engaged in and the way in which we celebrate individual achievement. Graduation ceremonies are a really special time because they're a time when you can look back and you can reflect on what you've done and how you got here today. Because you need graduates to be proud of your hard work, proud of your dedication, proud of all the life experiences you've gained along the way, proud of your success, because you have succeeded, you are successful, and you will continue to be successful. It's a time also for reflection. It's a time to think back to how you got here, the sort of challenges that you had. And remember the words of Mahatma Gandhi: live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Because you will carry on learning in your chosen profession, and you will always be a learner as well as an alumni of this university. Now, behind me and around the hall are many of the staff who will have supported you during your studies. And I'm sure you'll want to thank them for all the assistance that they have given you. Graduates, you probably thought that you'd done everything you needed to do to graduate. You'd finished all those assessments, finished the exams, finished the practicals, etc. You have one last task. Many of you may not be wearing your everyday clothes, and you may have taken a pair of shoes out of a box for the first time this morning. You will then come up these steps, walk outfit, and can I just say that everybody behind me and everybody up there wishes you all the best of luck with that particular exercise. And I'm sure you'll carry it off. I have no doubt at all. You graduate today from a university with a long, rich and illustrious history. A heritage that dates back to 1827 when it was first established as the Wolverhampton Mechanics Institute. At a time when we moved from an agrarian society to an industrialised society, when nobody had ever in the world worked in factories ever before. And our Victorian forefathers determined that what was needed was to develop the workforce and to train that workforce. That was many years ago. We've grown considerably since then to a university that has 23,000 students, with teachers on a range of campuses across the Black Country and further afield. However, we have remained true to two key aspects of our heritage. The first of those is around opportunity. We are the university of opportunity. We believe that we need to provide opportunity. Way back in 1835, in the Wolverhampton Free Library, we taught adults to read and write. That was about developing individuals have taken that opportunity. Our staff have supported you with that opportunity. And now you have an opportunity for the next stage of your life. And we've supported you and will continue to support you as you take those steps. The other aspect of our heritage is the nature of our courses and our curriculum. It is focused very much on the concept of developing individuals for the future. And that means it's about the skills required for professions, the knowledge required for jobs, the entrepreneurship required to establish people's own businesses. You, with your particular background, tend to move into a variety of professions and health and social care work. You are equipped with the skills necessary for that, and it is now your opportunity to take that forward. But with the challenge that you have going forward, you have to remember the tools with which you've been equipped. Education, as Nelson Mandela said, is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. You've benefited from that, and it's now about how we reflect and develop from there. Higher education. Points. The first of the roles is about developing individual academic excellence. Push frontiers of knowledge. The third is about today and the future. And the fourth is about shaping, creating civil and inclusive societies. All sets of values which this university holds dear and succeeds at the highest level in all of them. Our universities in the UK are some of our most successful institutions. World-class reputation, the second most popular place to study in the world, research which is cited second most in the world when we are a relatively small nation. We should be proud of all our higher education, all our universities, and you are a major part of the community of why we should all be proud, because it is, and they are, the success story of the British economy and British society, cherished around the world. And our students throughout all universities are now performing at the highest level ever. And that's down to your hard work as students, my colleagues' work supporting you, teaching you, shaping you, enabling you. But that is a crucial aspect of higher education. But education has a whole range of benefits. Benefits other than economic benefits. You, as graduates, will use the health service less than others because you know how to look after yourselves. You'll be less engaged in the criminal justice system. You will be more involved in your family's education, and you'll learn a lot from your families that are here today in how to do that. And the good news is you'll also live longer. Now, they're all things that come to you. But crucially, you need to reflect at all times about how and what you've done. Because there is no easy way forward. You've worked hard to get to where you are, and you will continue to work hard. And if I give you the words, and you remember the words of Adele, I've learned the main thing in life is that you get back what you put in. And that's what you'll be doing in the next stages of your career. You graduate today from the Institute of Public Health and Social Work. a whole range of social care, social work courses, key, really key areas for the professions of this society and this economy. As we see changes in society, as we see the development of greater need for social care, your skills, your knowledge become more and more important. And we invest in our research in that area to enable the curriculum to develop and to enable the professional practice to develop and to enable us to understand more about what happens. And we've invested over £1 million in establishing an institute of community research and development about making a real difference. Graduates, you are some of the leaders of tomorrow. Our curriculum has developed the skills, the knowledge, the analytical skills and the problem-solving skills to enable you to be a leader. You must take that responsibility. It's a tremendous responsibility. But you need to exercise that responsibility sensibly and with accountability in order that you help to create a society in which you would wish your families to be brought up in. We've tried very hard through everything we've done to make you and to equip you and to empower you to be ambitious. We are a very ambitious university. We're investing £250 million in the learning facilities, the social facilities, the research facilities for our students, our economy and our society. That is about using education to make a difference, a real difference to all our communities. But you need to be ambitious, and we want you to be ambitious. We want you to be ambitious for the person you're sat next to. We want you to be ambitious for your families. We want you to be ambitious for the communities in which you live. And we want you to be ambitious for the organizations in which you work. Because it is only by having ambition that we can make a difference. And when you realize that ambition, you've really started to do something. But always remember that however ambitious you are and however much of that ambition you've realized, there's always another stage. There's always something else. And as J.K. Rowling said, the world is full of wonderful things you haven't seen yet. Don't ever give up on the chance of seeing them. Our employability rates are the key aspect of how we determine our success. And we're pleased and proud to say that 96% of our students are in jobs within 6 months of graduating. That's a tremendous achievement, but it's down to you and it's down to my colleagues behind me in supporting you. It's your hard work that has done that. Up to date with everything you do. Because you are our ambassadors. You're our best ambassadors. You tell the story far better than in touch. We are determined to stay in touch with you, and we know where you live. But graduation is a real time for reflection. It's a real time for thinking back. It's a real time to take stock. And many of you are moving to new stages of your lives. Remember the words of Gandalf. All we have to decide is what to do with the time given to us. In other words, you think and you plan. And you think and you reflect. And you think and you reflect. It's a constant process. But before I leave you with a final message, I was talking, as we were waiting to come in just now, I was talking to some colleagues who've been teaching you, and they told me something which surprised me. I was very surprised. They tell me that you are the quietest group of students that they've ever taught. I said to them, that can't possibly be the case. So let's really congratulate and celebrate your colleagues and prove my colleagues wrong, and let's not be quiet about it. But I leave you with a message, which is search for every opportunity open to you. Take every opportunity given to you. But most of all, provide every opportunity you can for others. Because by doing that, you carry on the long and illustrious history of the institution you graduate from today. On behalf of everybody sat behind me and everybody sat up there, congratulations and well done.
Will Cooling is going to present Elsie Gale for the conferment of an honorary fellowship of the University of Wolverhampton.
Excuse me. Vice-chancellor, I am honoured to present Mrs. Elsie Gale, upon whom the Board of Governors and the Academic Board wish to confer an honorary fellowship from the University of Wolverhampton. Such an award is conferred in recognition of individuals that stand in their professional life, and one which is demonstrably in sympathy with the university's mission and ethos. Born in Jamaica, Elsie came to England in the 1970s to begin her career in health, first as a nurse and then as a midwife. She has lived in the West Midlands since the early 90s, except for a brief period in which she worked in Jamaica and Botswana. In particular, she has sought to challenge the historical inequalities in service provision this decade due to a long-running campaign to expose inadequacies in the provision of maternity services within the local NHS. Now an independent midwife, she continues to play a leading role in development of best practice within maternity services. She supports a variety of initiatives to promote best practice within midwifery, including ones that empower individual practitioners to challenge poor performance. She volunteers as a midwifery spokesperson for COURSE, an organisation dedicated to supporting healthcare staff experiencing suspension from work, and works with Workplace Involvement Association. Even in 2017, it is too often true that the colour of a person's skin determines our experiences in life. Elsie has worked to give black healthcare practitioners and patients a voice, and campaigns against the institutional racism that distorts how they are treated. She co-chairs the Society of African and Caribbean Midwives in the UK, and is a member of the Nursing and Midwifery Council's BME Forum. A is to a teacher. She's regularly called upon to both events, having recently spoken at events in the Caribbean and North America. Indeed, she has also spoken to our own staff and students. In February, she spoke about how racism and sexism intersect, talking about how both her personal experiences and national healthcare trends. Next month, she will speak about the lessons she draws from her career to our School of Public Health as part of Black History Month. And if you would like to attend our event, please visit our website, www.ac.lq.uk. The University of Wolverhampton shares with Elsie Gale a passion for healthcare. Our Institute for Health trains the nurses, midwives and other healthcare practitioners of tomorrow. We share with Elsie a commitment to campaign against racism in all its forms, working with our staff and students to ensure that our campus is a safe and inclusive space for everyone. We also recognise that we can play an important role in addressing the inequalities Elsie highlights, as through our efforts to develop a truly inclusive curriculum, we can ensure that our staff and students are better equipped to challenge discrimination. Vice-Chancellor, for sharing with us a commitment to develop and disseminate best practice in healthcare, and to campaign against racism in all its forms, I present Elsie Gale for the conferment of an honorary fellowship from the University of Wolverhampton.
Vice-chancellor, members of faculty, distinguished guests, family and friends, and fellow graduates, to whom I extend my congratulations on your high achievements as a result of your hard work at the university. I wish you all the success as you put your academic knowledge and skills to making a difference to our society and the world. My sincere thanks to the University of Wolverhampton for conferring on me such a high award, one I accept with deep humility and gratitude. In accepting this fellowship, I recall and honor those people in my life who have influenced my trajectory. Firstly, my parents, Dorothy and Carl Janke, my grandparents and siblings, my husband, Knut, and children, Matthew, Carl, and Thea, Zakia, and MJ, my friends who are present here today, very special friends, Keith and Helen Munday, or Dr. Keith and Helen Munday, and my colleagues in midwifery and nursing, especially the amazing Mimosa midwives, the mental health and voluntary sectors, especially ACCI, as we all work together towards improving workplace organizational cultures and achieving improved outcomes for the most vulnerable and disadvantaged. On reflection, the first indication of how I would approach my life work was highlighted by my history teacher in high school when she wrote in my end-of-year report, Elsie has a strong sense of social justice. Little did I know that this sense would lead me to sidestep a career in music, to become a midwife and a mental health activist, championing the most vulnerable and disadvantaged. As a practitioner of and campaigner for quality maternity and mental health care, I advocate for cultural safety. It is a simple mechanism which allows people to choose services which are safe for them to approach and use. Cultural safety has its origin in a New Zealand nursing competence, but its principles extend to organizations, their leadership, and their culture within which people work and play. The intention of my work is to use each opportunity to create and hold spaces enabling opportunities for others' self-actualization so that they optimize their talents and their lives. Although my personal and professional journeys have been challenging, much undertaken within a perfect storm, when my own opportunities have presented themselves, I have grasped them, molded them, and creatively placed another brick in the wall of my own mission. And so, you too must all strive to build your own unique and valued wall, made sturdy, despite the struggles you will no doubt face, harboring a strong will and utilizing your alignment with this University of Opportunity. So, as you step out on your new journeys to build successful lives, I would like to encourage you with the words of Goethe when he said, "Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. And so, whatever you can do, or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it." Thank you very much.
It's time, folks. Dr. Julian Barrett, the Head of Academic Business and Workforce Development, is going to present the award winners to the Vice-chancellor and the Dean of the Faculty.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you award winners from the Faculty of Education, Health and Wellbeing. Master of Public Health, Simen Galizo Moyo. Master of Science, Health and Social Care, Deborah Elizabeth Hickman. Master of Arts, Social Work, Gemma Aldridge. Bethany Davis Lawrence. Georgina Edmonds. With merit, Gail Hogan. With merit, Alexandra Kennedy Hanson. With merit, Leanne Kenny. With merit, Ella Louise Taylor. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Public Health, Salma Akhtar. Emmanuel Matanika Bar Hali Behu. With First Class Honours, Chanel Blackburn. Nata Ganira Anne-Marie Dukazimana. Sue Ann Duncan. Free Afor Fon. Natasha Gogwe. Nazra Ibrahim. Remy Min Gauidi. Jacobeth Bontlin Molili. Buli Nebeli Nebeli. Sira Pedro Ayandacon. Junior Osak Pamwan Ugwabo. Sarah White. Bachelor of Science Public Health, Adani Shola Jolayemi. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Care, Rachel Alistair. Shannon Berry. Joshan Singh Bisla. With first class honours, Joanne Brotheridge. Simone Chin. Chelsea Page Collins. Chloe Louise Dufficy. Cody Jolene Fahy. With first class honours and winner of the Gillian Pitfield Memorial Prize, Pauline Ann Smith. With first class honours, Gavin Edward Throwen. Misbah Farouk. Lucy Ann Garland. Audrey Hamilton. Azra Jabin. Rezin Masenda Naya Kurumba. Patricia Mitchell. Shannon O'Shea. With first class honours, Jade Smithyman. Rachel Wickens. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Care and Criminology and Criminal Justice, with first class honours, Sanam Akhtar. Camille Brazendale. Tiana Howe. With first class honours, Sanam Hussain. Sonia Elisa Jabbar. Aqib Javid. Monique Kawali. Bethany Jo Leek. Maxine Quay. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Care and Deaf Studies, Claudia Rose Cecilia Colley. Julia Margaret Cresswell. With first class honours, Samantha Page Harrison. Natalie Faith Moore. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Care and Health Studies, Samson Kwabena Amiwa. Hayley Karen Bickley. Pascal Bokembo. Tia Buchanan. Patricia Bukasa. Bridie Burns. Henna Chanda. Joy Chukwuma. Ashley Connor. Stephen Edwards. With first class honours, Jodie Ehugu. Monique MacDonald. Rudo Beauty Mafati. Madeline Natambwe Kalala. Sharina Pennant. Pelagia Ringane. Raisha Sheikh. Magnu Nitunga Sherry. Nikki Smith. Ashley Steele. Trish Tanyara. Edward Truby. Bachelor of Arts, Social Care and Health Studies, Dave Richard Masiko. Bettina Sibanda. Zandili Sibanda. Janeka Emily Casciaro. Ian Dennis. Jaspreet Danda. Sarah Jane Dilks. Leon Dixon. Megan Heap. Nkosi Lafe Mafe. Natasha Reed. Victoria Rose Smith. Carrie Ann Taylor. Sonia Angela Wilson. Bachelor of Arts with Honours Social Care and Sociology. Angela Bawanya. Fohaid Iqbal. Charlotte Elizabeth. Adegoke Anthony Adeyemi. Aliyah Akhtar. Samina Bai. With first class honours, Gemma Blythe. Kerry Clift. Beth Edwards. Jordan Stewart Fury. Leah Suzette Fifield. Alexandra Grix. Narelle Higgins-Gittins. Sian Horsfall. Rebecca Lee James. Harpreet Kang. Mohammed Mustafa Kapadia. Reginald Manning. Sarah Helen Martin. Isabel Slark Mitchell. Lindsay Adele Moore. Evelyn Mutima. Felicia Nikoi. With first class honours, Niall Christopher O'Connor. Emily Jacqueline Payne. Katie Charlotte Reeves. Nicola Louise Riley. Laura Richards. Deborah Roberts. Katie Rogers. With first class honours, Natalie Ruston. Siobhan Strazzanti. Elizabeth Thacker. Lisa Claire Williams. Foundation Degree Arts, Health and Social Care, Anne-Marie Barron. Sonia Barzan. Stephanie Bennett. Imani Coleman. Servandeep Kaur. With merit, Aisha Heather Matthews. Masood Rashid. With distinction, Sian Marie Roden. With merit, Renuma Shah. Rachel Taylor. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Public Health, with First Class Honours, Yingxin Chen. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Care, Yusra Mian. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Care and Health Studies, Seema Sadiq. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Care and Health Studies, Eva Adobea. Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Care and Criminology and Criminal Justice, Cleotilda Nkubi. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Public Health, Iksir Aidan. Vice-chancellor. That concludes presentation of finalists from the Faculty of Education, Health and Wellbeing.
Excellent noise. I think we'd like to invite you to make a little bit more because there's an opportunity now for those of you who've just graduated to show your appreciation to everybody near you, up behind you, parts of your families, people who you've got in your hearts but not in the theatre, people who've contributed to your success. So what we're going to ask you to do is to stand and offer your applause to those people, and then after a suitable interval, turn and perhaps acknowledge the help and mentoring, inspiration and effort that the faculty behind me have put into making you get to where you are today. The floor is yours. And our team, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, thank you very much. I'm going to ask Mohammed Majid Akhtar, who's the Community Affairs representative in the Students' Union, to talk to you. Do please sit down again for a minute.
Got a rowdy crowd here today. Mr. Vice-chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and class of 2017. Good afternoon. I'd like to start off by saying congratulations, and this is the part where you make noise. We did it! You did it. Like my fellow peers, my journey to graduation was not a conventional one. I went to sixth form, I gained a few A-levels, but opted against going straight to university because I wanted a bit of a gap to work and to relax a little. During my time chilling and relaxing, I realized that university was actually the next step that I needed in life. So in 2014, like a lot of you, I decided to take up my degree. And 3 years later, I believe it is the right decision that I made. To be honest, these 3 years have flown by, and I have really enjoyed them. They have been the most productive years of my life so far. This journey has been a very educational one for all of us. I'm sure you would agree. We have learnt so much academically, of course, but the life skills we gained are going to be with us forever. We will surely use them at some stage of life. I am very confident in saying we shall look back at this experience with great fondness. This is essentially our launching pad to go and own the world. For me personally, I have gained so much, both through academic learning and through extracurricular activities I have been involved with in association with the Students' Union. I feel I have developed into a better and more independent version of myself. The guidance and support I have received was incredible. Last year, I was involved in the Wolverhampton Islamic Society, which won the prestigious Society of the Year award. I was also Vice President for events and activities for the Student Law Society, which organized great events like the annual Law Ball. Now that we have graduated, it's time we look forward and move on to bigger and better things. Today, there's going to be a lot of goodbyes said. There's going to be a lot of promises made to stay in touch. And there's going to be a lot of emotion on display. But if there is anything that we can take from these years that we have spent together, it is that our work, our environment, and our strength has developed in leaps and bounds. Whether you realize it or not, we have become stronger individuals, strong enough to meet the world head-on and become successful. Wherever you go, whatever you do, always remember who you are and the journey it took for you to be who you are today. I leave you with that, and I'll say congratulations to everybody. My name is Mohammed Majid Akhtar. I am your community officer for this year.
We're almost at the end of the ceremony. I hope you've all enjoyed it. A special occasion. If you're like me and many of my generation, you will remember it for many, many years. And I hope that your memories will be inspiring and generous of spirit. You're all now graduates, and you're members of a 100,000-strong army across the world that are graduates of the University of Wolverhampton. There will always be somebody not far from you who shares that common experience. To celebrate, we would like to ask you all, your family and friends, to join us for simple refreshments in the Harrison Learning Centre, the Ambika Paul building, immediately after the ceremony. We want you to continue to enjoy your day, and from the board and all of the university, we wish you every success for the future. Please take care, particularly as you all exuberantly exit the theatre, because it would be unfortunate if you got run over by a bus in the process. Might just spoil the day. Could I ask you all please to remain in your places until the procession and the graduates have left the auditorium, and I now declare the ceremony closed and ask you to stand.